Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Next Week Now, your number one source for the hot decks in Curiosity. I'm your host, Trachy, and joining me, as always, is Jayfish. Hello, Jayfish. How you doing?
Yeah. Howdy, folks.
So, for those of you who are like, what's Curiosity? I've never heard of Curiosity before. I don't know how you found this video, but you're in for a treat because Curiosity is an amazing Magic the Gathering fan format using cards from the most recent standard legal set, in this case, Wild Devil Drain, plus the bonus sheet, the Enchanting Tales cards, in order to construct a 40-card deck. The format is kind of designed to be like you're playing the optimal draft deck, pretty much. And to kind of mirror that limited experience, we have rarity restrictions. In the main board, you have to have 3 rare/mythics, singleton copies of each, 6 uncommons with duos of each. You only can have 2 max of uncommon. And for commons, you can have as many commons as you want, but you can only have 3 max of each copy of a common. And then we have 8-card sideboards as well. And post-sideboarding, the rarity restrictions must still be in place as well. So you can't just, side out your swamp for a bitter blossom. No. You need to side out one of your rares for that bitter blossom, or rares or mythics. So yeah, every Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific Time. Other time zones, I, again, do not know. We have a free event. You can hop in at any time throughout the Curiosity season. It doesn't even matter if, you missed, previous weeks in the season. You can just hop in at any time. Maturino is currently out of gems, last I checked. But we should eventually be getting gems, so you will eventually get gem prizes for participating in the events and getting top placement in the events. Speaking of top placement, let's talk about our deck for the day, which is the winner of Week 3, Black Red Rats. This was a list that we had 3 people run. 2 of them went 2-1, and then I went 3-0 with it. So good performance from the Rats deck. I think shaping up to be the second best deck in the format after Green Black. I don't know if you agree with that statement, Jayfish.
The rats. I just killed a bunch of rats in Baldur's Gate 3, which is why there was no video last week, folks.
Yeah, that in my late start time. Not start times, end times.
Yeah, Rats is fine. I haven't played it with myself, so I don't know too much about it. I mean, we played a game with it, you and me. I was close.
Yeah,
I still say tracking that on upkeep was the right play, but in hindsight, really would have been a good top deck.
You gotta trust in the heart of the cards, Jayfish. Yeah, I mean, as I said, I think it's weaker than Green Black, and I think Green Black does tend to have an advantage over it, but Rats also has the most explosive potential of any of the decks in the format. So, because it's rare, it was the winning deck list, its rare/mythics got suspended, so it won't be playable next week. That's Lord Skitter, Song of Totentans, or however you pronounce that name, and then also Goblin Bombardment. Unfortunate suspends for the deck. In turn, it is playing for this video with the alternative options. We got Redcap Gutter Dweller. Now that one's not downgraded at all. Redcap Gutter Dweller is a fantastic card. Yeah, exactly what you want out of this deck. But the other two cards are definitely significant downgrades. Bitter Blossom is what I'm playing in order to just create more tokens for the eventual non-crescendo win. And then Tangled Colony as well. Early game attacker, your opponent's not really wanting to block it because, that just ends up creating more rats. But unfortunately, it's very vulnerable to Candy Grapple, which is the main issue with Tangled Colony. You should probably, if you are like level 40 something on the Mastery Pass, you should be playing Odor Chitterlord instead, but I am not level 40 and I'm not crafting the card just for this video because I'm not actually going to be playing rats until, I guess, like if I decide to use it for my finals deck because I play a different deck every week. So, no Ogre Chitterlord in this video.
Yeah, it's 45. I'm not there myself, and I play very frequently. So I think you can be by the time the tournament comes around this week, but most people probably won't be. Yeah. Also dies to Candy Grapple.
It also does die to Candy Grapple, but unlike Tangled Colony, the Chitterlord at least leaves you with some rats behind.
Yeah, but it's also 6 mana, 5 mana.
It is 6 mana. That is true. So yeah, I mean, as I said, the rare suspends are a bit unfortunate. Like, again, Red Cat Gutter Dweller, you are happy to have this card in the deck. Like, it is, like, on the level of the 3 cards that got suspended. But yeah, Bitter Blossom and Tangled Colony are a bit of downgrades. Uncommon-wise, we got Lord Skitter's Butcher. Excellent card. Usually you use the sacrifice effect, but if you need to build up your board, you can always do the first effect, and then if it wins the game, you can just give all your creatures menace, which it's just a very versatile card. And you've always got sack fodder in this deck. Mainly you want to sack Harry's Spearguard because sure, a 1/1 haster that dies into a rat, yeah, you just sack it and then you get a rat, and your deck wants rats because you want to enchant them with Wicked Rolls from Twisted Sewer Witch, which is the best card in the deck. This card makes your board incredibly threatening. You now got a bunch of 2/2s that when they die, they make your opponent lose a life. Then we got a Totenton Sworn Piper, just a good way to keep your rats and your on board, keep your board still wide, and also allows you to push through for a bit of chip damage with those rats. Common-wise, you got a great removal package with 3 copies of Torch the Tower and 3 copies of Candy Grapple, so you can basically remove any threat that you need to. I mentioned the Harry Spearguards already. Good aggro card. Nice to have on turn 1. Voracious Vermin. They're okay. It's 2 rat bodies, which is the main thing. Usually they'll use their removal spell on Voracious Vermin, but it still leaves behind a rat, so you're fine. And if not, then it can get decently sized. Single copy of Edgewall Pack. Those 4 mana 3/3s that leave the 1/1 body behind always tend to play pretty well, but we don't want our curve to be too high. And then the big surprise of this deck, in terms of people are probably surprised this card's actually good. 9 Crescendo. I beat you with this card, didn't I, Jayfish?
Yeah, you won one of the games off of it. Well, really? I don't know. My whole memory of that's pretty vague. A lot of the things that died were tokens, so they really didn't do a whole much, if I remember right. Yeah, they gave you a lot of trades.
The Trumpet Blast is what won, pretty much.
This is definitely the most playable Trumpet Blast. I will agree with you on that.
Yeah. Because, like, the deck is going wide enough that, like, a Trumpet Blast effect is really good in this deck. Yeah, and in addition to, like, the usual Trumpet Blast thing where, like, you trade some of your creatures for their creatures, you get in some damage for your opponent, but the fact that it leaves rat behind means that you don't even need to kill your opponent with the 9 Crescendo, because it should leave you with enough bodies to be able to then win on future attacks. It is significantly better if you have Goblin Bombardment on the board, though, because then you're able to actually sacrifice, like, after you deal the damage and stuff, you can then sacrifice all your, like, non-rat things to Goblin Bombardment, ping your opponent a bunch, then you get, like, a bunch of new rats that then you can just throw all your rats at your opponent, and that's going to be enough to win the game pretty much every time. So we don't have that in this video because of the fact that Goblin Bombardment is suspended. Sideboard cards, we got Virtue of Persistence, just, you know, if we need, and like a removal plus life gain, or like going late, then Virtue of Persistence is always good. 3 copies of Rat Out, of course. If your opponent is playing X1s, bring in your Rat Outs. Great card. Ratcatcher Trainees, when you want to be a bit more aggro or go widey, then Ratcatcher Trainee is quite good. And then a couple of copies of Not Dead After All. I tend not to bring these in, but just the fact that they're in the sideboard will, like, make your opponent think twice if you have a black mana up. And there's the deck. Okay. Let's get into the crux of the video, though, which is, there's the challenge. So what have we got today?
I will be starting off with, I believe, the 6th place deck, Squid Kids Blue-Green Food List.
Yeah, I ended up playing against this. That I was Squid Kids' only loss. Cool deck. The first time we've actually seen the blue-green deck being played so far this season. Why do I have...
This one took a ton of wild cards for me for some reason, but this was the only one that didn't give me an import error because it's not playing swamps. It's somehow still a Fang match arena. Love to see it.
I hate to bottom this, but I need to do it.
This is a black rare.
What?
I mean, the creature half is a lot better, but I'm just saying there is a black rare that does this exact effect for 1 black mana.
Oh, I see what you mean now. Yeah, you're talking about Gundrop Poisoner. You know, Hollow Scavenger is a fantastic common.
Okay, I'm not too sure about this one, but I guess it's good because you have the Rat Outs on your side.
Yeah, yeah, I wasn't so sure about this one either.
I mean, it could have been worse.
Okay, let's play Voracious Vermin.
Let's read my card.
Fine with this. I get a rat still, so. Do this first, of course. I should put the bottom card, the card we bottom, back into the deck, which is nice. Oh, I should have attacked first. Oh well. It's 1 damage. How can I possibly, like, how can that possibly affect things? I think I bottom both of these in this board state. Not great. Probably gonna lose this game.
4. I should have did this pre-combat. Got him for another. Well, yeah, got him for another 2.
Nice draw.
We're gonna bargain away your token.
Yeah.
We're off for the trade.
Interesting question here, when I want to trade with, though. I mean,
probably
Sir Ginger just dies no matter what. I believe I block the Hollow Scavenger in order to, if you want the Hollow Scavenger to survive, you have to sacrifice Sir Ginger.
I'd much rather keep 4 extra life on the backswing.
I'll concede. 3 lands in hand. Okay.
Let's cut that boar. That's the first thing that's happening.
Yeah, no surprise there. Yeah, we want to keep that. Keep that. Cut this for that. That. Yeah, I think this is correct. Okay. I'm surprised that Squid Kids deck is not playing Gruff Triplets is the main thing.
The rares are pretty good, I think.
I wouldn't do
I think it was them who posted they wanted to. I think that was the reason they wanted to play this deck, if I'm not mistaken. I think they posted about it. They saw it in like the Worlds or something.
But like Gruff Triplets.
It's good, but it's not like amazing. It's
what
just kind of
you're
good.
Talking about a Gruff Triplets is just good, not amazing. What is this?
Classic Brood artwork.
Yep,
actually the jump start.
Yeah, I'm saying with my Ginger Brutes. Okay, well, easy torch there. And since you didn't play Sir Ginger, I can just rat out. If you have it, then you got it. Okay. You swing in with the Ratty. Good job, Ratty. You did good. And now we'll sacrifice. Bottom this, draw this.
This doesn't particularly get better for x equals 2, so I'll just run this out for x equals 1.
Okay.
Surprised this wouldn't get an alternative artwork anywhere.
Let's play Chiltentons.
Swings the thing. Just 4 mana bounce spell.
Eventual pack. Swing.
Three damage. No sacrifice.
You need in that life gain? Or are you bargaining it?
You need this.
Oh, that's a good one.
Hopefully you could do it now while you don't have rat outs up. Ginger Brew.
Okay. No. Oh, wait. I need to plug in my computer. I forgot about that. I was wondering why my screen was going dark. Okay. Rats. Rats. Go, my ratties. Go.
Let's block 4. Three in there.
Let's see.
And then a big giant.
Let's see.
Play around Trumpet Blast.
Unfortunately, I did not have it. Otherwise, you would have been dead.
I wasn't doing the math there, but yeah.
I mean, there was no way you would have survived if I had it. Anyways.
Yeah, no, it's pretty obvious. Looking at it now.
Yeah, but no, I did not.
There we go.
Good games.
Getting Squid Kid's revenge on that one.
Yeah, first one wasn't the best showing for the deck. Too much land. Okay, let's go at it again. This time
I'll be using the number 4th deck, I think.
No, I think 3rd.
3rd or 4th. I know I'm in there somewhere.
I think you're 4th.
Okay, I might be 4th. I'm thinking 4th. Slightly different list, I believe.
Yeah, isn't Mercan not running Candy Grapple?
They've got to be playing that.
No.
Too good
Mercan is not running Candy Grapple. It was
Okay.
it was pointed out.
They got a higher price than me.
Isn't great, but I think I have to keep it.
This is great, I think. Food.
That is indeed food. No. Let's play a vermin, which you apparently have no way to kill. Oh wait, you have gingerbread hunter in the deck, so you have removal, but not a lot of it. Also, like, I vehemently disagree with Mercan playing Commune with Nature. I absolutely despise that card. It was originally released in Champions of Kamigawa. And it was unplayable.
Are you main decking Torch?
Sorry, was that?
Are you main decking Torch?
Yes.
The
Torch
one
and
red
Candy Grapples. Okay, yeah. No, you don't have a way of buffing it at instant speed. And welcome to Sweet Tooth as a card that you need to make sure to get rid of. That card is nasty. Sure. Gingerbread.
Yeah.
Cool, bottom that. Good amount of food on your side. We want another swamp. Oh, let's trade. Yeah, let's swing in. Yeah, you have a nice life buffer. I was hoping to chip away at it a bit with a Hollow Scavenger, but... Let's do that. Let's play Tangle Colony. Oh, that's really good against me. That was unfortunate. Yeah, just gonna pass. Probably concede if Gruff Triplets comes in. Okay, good. That's one I have to kill. Yeah, I cannot let you just be swinging then with those 4/4s. Decent enough draw. Doesn't win me the board state, but you know, I'm kind of just holding out for a 9 crescendo at this point. Nope, not a 9 crescendo. It's a blocker. So 9 crescendo doesn't win me the game, but it should cause you enough trouble, I think. But Gruff Triplets, if you get that down, okay, never mind. I lose. Swing all. Go.
So if it's 2 crescendos, you've got 6, 8. Did I get 8? No. It'd be 6, 12, 19. I hate math. I hate you making me do math, Trachy. I want you to know that.
Don't block. Or block off.
Okay. Block these tokens. I don't care about blocking tokens.
You've learned your lesson, huh, Jayfish?
What? The tokens don't...
No, that you no longer block with all your Gruff Triplets.
Well, yeah, that also. I mean, I just had to do that or I would have been dead in our match. Put 2 here. Take 2. Take 2, 5, 7, 9.
But what if I just don't
It's
have
not
it?
like you also could just not have it.
I do have it though.
But even if you have 2 of them now, I should be fine. If I can do basic math.
Okay, and then the Hollow Scavengers represent 10, so yeah, that's game. Good game.
It was just game 1, folks.
Let's see. God, if Candy Grapples were in there, this would be a lot different, but because of the way your deck is set out, I don't think I want my not dead after alls. I miss Lord Skitter though. That would have been good against your deck, I think, since you got Lich Knight's Conquest and Mosswood Dread Knight. Those would have been nice to have been able to just easily remove with Lord Skitter. Rat Out does nothing against you. Okay.
What is it?
I said Rat Out does nothing against you, so do not bring that in, that's for sure. I think I just run it. So what are you thinking about the WoE season so far, Jayfish?
Yeah, it's been very enjoyable. It's nice to see many new faces. Nice to see all the new faces. Yeah. Well, that said, I will be missing next week because I have a wedding to attend, which was the plot of the original Eldraine set, if I remember right.
There was no wedding in original Eldraine. What are you talking about?
There's no way there was a wedding somewhere in something.
No.
What was the last time Magic had a wedding base set? Innistrad?
Yeah, Crimson Vow. The only wedding base set.
I could have sworn there was a wedding. What happened in original Eldraine? Arcane Signet was like $15. All I remember was Arcane Signet was very expensive.
I'm mulligan you to the bottom.
Yeah, I gotta reread this Beretta because I often make mistakes around it. So the +1/+1 is only a sorcery, but the other one is an instant. Okay.
Yeah. I need that scry. Ugh. Gingerbread Hunter again. Yeah, this is not going well for me. My mulligan was really bad as well. And you're hitting all your drops. Yeah, I don't think I can win this game. Yeah,
my hand is pretty amazing.
Yeah,
it's Hamlet, Gordon, and Patrol.
Yeah, I wasn't winning that game. That was a terrible mulligan. Ugh, not a good showcase for the Rats deck, huh?
Yeah, well, it lost all its good rares.
I mean, most of its good rares. Again, Ribcap Gutter Dweller is a good card. It's just... I haven't drawn it.
Not shown up.
I haven't even seen Bitter Blossom.
All right. My last list from Surrey's.
Yeah, an interesting white blacklist. I'm actually going to be playing something very similar next week. A few changes to include some different bargain stuff, but my rares are also completely different. Mediocre. Ugh.
This is a very strong card that I said would be good against rats and fairies, you know?
Shrouded Shepherd, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, well, what about my strategy of not playing any creatures?
I think I'll just play this really cool enchantment.
It is a really cool enchantment. Okay. My strategy of not being able to play anything is working out perfectly.
And another Hopeful Vigil.
Oof.
Are they playing Hopeless as well?
Yeah.
I hope so. It's a really good card.
Okay, let's go to the next game. Honestly, at this point, I'm not even sure if this video should be published.
We've missed like 3 weeks this season if you count the preseason video, the set review video.
Oh
we
no,
can't miss
the data file is corrupted. Like, this is just not showing any good parts of the Rats deck. Like, my draws are some of the worst draws I've seen. And it might just not be worth playing without its rares. Especially with such a loaded field of, like, green-black with everything intact, white-black with everything intact, white-red with everything intact, white-green with everything intact. And I have to mulligan again.
This is really land-heavy, but it's okay.
Bottom that. But I'm liking the format. There's a variety of viable decks.
I've been scrolling through Scryfall on my phone looking for Eldraine wedding cards. I swear there was something about a wedding in this set.
You might be mistaking it Happily Ever After, but that was not a wedding. That was King...
yeah,
the King
maybe.
being
What does MTG Wedding give me? It just gives me Wedding Announcement, which is a very good card.
It was. I don't think it saw much curiosity play, though.
Yeah, no, not really.
No, just having to run
a
that.
ton of constructed play, though. Yeah, I just want to get on the board. I imagine you're going to torch it, but whatever.
You're probably going to kill this because, like, there's no way you kept a hand where your first play is Stockpiling Celebrant, but you definitely haven't been able to kill any of my other cards because, you know, they're Rats and a Harried Spirit card, so yeah.
I'm just saying, I do wish this hand had a Shepherd in it right now.
Yeah, that'd be really good. Yeah, it is the best.
Because if you ever hit a 5th land, I imagine I'm just dead here.
I mean, you're actually just dead. Like, I have both Gnawing Crescendo and Twisted Sewer Witch, so... Which one kills you?
The Crescendo doesn't, I don't think.
Yeah.
No, it probably does.
No, Crescendo definitely kills you. I was wondering if Twisted Sewer Witch also did it.
I won't do math, Trachy. You know this.
I think you really underestimate how much power Gnawing Crescendo provides.
I do not do math. You should see the rest of my Boulders gate group. They hate it. I refuse to do math. I don't know. I do not understand dice rolls. I just hit the button.
Yeah. So basically this matchup is, do you draw Shrouded Shepherd? If so, you win. If not, then I win, I think.
This deck does look really good.
The white-black one?
Let's go down. Yeah. Like, we talked about it in the preseason in that video that will never be finished.
Oh, no.
It just looks like a fun archetype.
Yeah. Yeah, as I said, I'm playing it next week. I actually think it's the third strongest archetype of the format. At least so far. You know, we're still in week 3. We're going to be into week 4, so...
I will not keep a one-lander, even if it can loot the Princess Takes Flight 10 billion times.
Yeah, the Princess Takes Flight has definitely been a strong performer this season. Like, we were right to give that card a 4 in our rankings. And you're just going to have to believe us, audience, that we gave it a 4.
We could at least publish that spreadsheet, I suppose.
We should. Do you think you could do that, like, after this?
I'll look into it sometime.
Okay, cool. Yeah, maybe we just do that instead of our 5-hour videos. I don't know.
I mean, we talked about it a bit. Audience, let us know what format do you want. Do you want 5-hour videos, or do you want my pre-show idea where we just do like free games with decks we brought up before the season starts? I'm gonna pass.
Okay. That is the correct choice to make, I think. Actually, I don't know. I don't know what you got in hand.
It's an interesting one.
I assume your choice was between playing Stockpiling Celebrant and passing.
Now I'm running this out.
Okay.
If you torch it, you can't raise the rats. Is that what the half of that card's called? It should be.
Pest problem.
I hate the Magic team. I hate the naming team. What was the other one I had a really big complaint with?
I don't know.
Human Within or something? I stand by it.
Probably going to wipe away this board, but I get in some damage.
I'm going to play another free 2.
Okay.
My hand did not work out.
That I was not expecting at all. What do you got in your deck?
I got cards.
Do you? You're playing a 3/2 for 3.
I got some shepherds in there somewhere. Oh boy.
Meanwhile, I'm playing a Sewer Witch.
Oh yeah,
and
well,
you're having
what
to
if
kill
you
a
only
rat?
got one aura?
This is going really badly for you.
What now, Sewer Witch? Oh wait, I forgot this pumps out a rat as well. Oh, that's great. That's really great.
I mean, you have one less rat to deal with now.
What do we do here? What do we do? We just let this go in. And now we Virtue. Not Virtue, but I refuse to learn the name of the other half of it. And we Candy Grapple.
My rats.
Now we hope to top deck one more land. And even then, it's not really. Honestly, I should have held that Candy Grapple. No, I shouldn't. I'm playing around Crescendo. Honestly, I really needed to find a Shepherd. Kind of surprised I didn't find it or anything else. Like, there was a lot of turns where I could have found it.
I think I attack with my Spear Guard.
I don't know about that, because this plays good into Shepherd. I should not have blocked this.
Yeah, that's why I did it. So I wanted my Voracious Vermin to get a bit.
It was actually just another land, but you got this one.
Yeah, I have a 9 Crescendo in hand. Okay. Salvage the rats. Still
I mean, Shepherd doesn't feel like an auto win against rats, but it does feel pretty good.
It's an auto win if you drop it before turn 5, I think. But if I manage to get a Twisted Sewer Witch down, then it's no longer a win.
Well, then it does nothing.
Yeah.
But like this deck had plenty of other options. Like it had Expel the Interlopers. Always good. It has Rowan's Grim Search to find your stuff. Didn't find a single hopeless enchantment those games. Those would have been useful.
Yeah.
Didn't find my Bitter Blossom. Got my Virtue every game, I think, though, so that's cool. Also, Neva, Stalked by Nightmares. Really, really good card. Really solid card.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing, like, loops with her. I'm bringing, in my white blacklist, I'm bringing Back for Seconds into the deck. So I've got a lot of recursion possibilities with Neva.
All right. Well,
so what are your thoughts on rats?
I wouldn't play it until the cards get unsuspended. I don't think other rares are there.
I would generally agree with that. Perhaps it can be a good deck with other decks having been, like, even with the rares being banned, if the other, like, primary decks of the format have their rares banned. But we haven't had any bannings yet, so basically all decks are operating at peak capacity. So the ones that have suspends are at a bit of a disadvantage right now, and rats is that way, I would say. But yeah, when
I've seen some lists doing raid bombardment and impact tremor stuff as well, so like you could try that route with different uncommons, and those are kind of successful.
I wouldn't do that though, because the uncommons are so good. Like Twisted Sewer Witch, best card in the deck. Lord Skitter's Butcher, always great. And yeah, Trojan Dons is like mediocre, but you know, I think
it's fine. It's fine. I wouldn't call it amazing. I think you could try one of them. I think you can try some of them. But yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, so far I think Rats in its full glory is the second best deck after Green Black. But again, I think this format is very fair and balanced. There's a huge number of archetypes that are just completely viable from what I've seen played so far.
You could play Rowan's Grim Search instead of Butcher, I guess, to give you your card selection.
Yeah, I was considering that for the sideboard. It's just the deck is already pretty 3-drop heavy, so instead for like it's not quite card advantage, but not dead after all is like decently close-ish, I guess. Not really, but you usually get another rat out of the deal. So, but yeah. Cool. Anything else to say, Jayfish, about the deck?
Hope everybody who makes it next week has a great time. I'll see you guys in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, let's do our outro though.
I'll see the video audience in like a week because I'll still record the video. Let's go. Next week now.
Next week now. You weren't expecting were you, Jayfish?
Well, I don't know. I'm not expecting anything.
Anyways, so long, folks.